Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Ranked Mode. Now today I want to play as Eldar, and first of all let's look at my factions in Ranked. Eldar are at number 5. I have played more games with them, but they've been on a losing streak lately, just really struggling to get over 2,000 trophies. Now I could play as Rakarth. I think Rakarth is definitely one of the stronger Eldar warlords, but that would just be too easy I think, so I want to try something different. I was playing with Zephyrblade earlier, but he just was not working out, so I want to go with Psychic Eldar, led by Eldrad, who I just got to level 5, making him the strongest Psyker in my collection, in terms of just raw damage output. With his trait, Psychic Link, he can gain even more damage on the field as long as other Psykers are in play. So I have 6 bodyguards that are Psykers, and then just this Reaver here to fill up the last few points. So let's go ahead and deploy and see how they do. Now the one problem I think with Psychic Eldar is that Eldar Psykers tend to be pretty flimsy, not very much health. Of course you got the Yinkarn, which is a very powerful one, that is the one exception, but everything else is pretty low health. So we are up against Tyranids, led by Gosar, so you can expect a whole lot of melee attack. Not too high of a level. I think I'm going to put down some of my weaker bodyguards first, just to get them out of the way and save the best for last. Let's see, but you know what? I think Yvraine might be good here. Now we'll put her down on the left side, provide a little bit of extra damage. Now this deck does have quite a high initiative, so we do get to go first, and you can see the enemy got a buff from the Scout, which activated Eldrad's special rule, giving me higher initial psychic attack, which is nice. But Eldrad has a pretty weak special rule. It almost never activates, only in like certain situations, like if the enemy deploys Scouts, or, well, in this case, like if they are readying their units. So depending on what's on the field, if there are a lot of mono attackers on the field, I suppose it can be quite strong. You can see it's already activated 3 times this game, so that's pretty irregular. Of course, if you're playing against Commissar Yarrick for Servants of the Emperor, then you'll be activating all the time with that, but the odds of you getting matched up against him with Eldrad are pretty slim. So you can see they just went melee, the Gargoyle readied, giving me a melee buff as well. So we're getting all kinds of free boosts to our damage here, but I don't know if I'll actually be using my melee attack this game, to be honest. I suppose I could do it right now. In fact, you know what? I think I'll just get rid of it now. Later on in the game we want to just be going Psychic, so I'll just use up that melee attack, take out a few units, and then we can switch again to Psychic in the following turn. So the Gene Stealer redeploys. Let's put down this guy in the middle. And Yvraine actually has a pretty decent melee attack, so she is dealing some good damage in the counterattacks as well. So they got the Haruspecs on the field, very powerful melee unit with regeneration. Let's see what level it is here. Level 5, yeah, that is quite high, and it's going to continue to power up. And now they have a Moloch on the field. Okay, some really big units. That is the last bodyguard that they have. Now let's check this out. Level 4, that is not too high though, so I'm not too worried, especially now that we will be forcing out the enemy Warlord. But of course Gosar has Inspiring Presence, which is going to even further boost their damage, so that is a massive amount of melee damage coming at us every turn. This might actually be close, or at least you might think that it could be close, but Gosar's main weakness is his low health. It makes him very easy to snipe once he is on the field, as you will see once I deploy my final hand. I have my strongest bodyguards here coming out, but they're not even necessary because all I need is Eldrad on the field and he should be able to take out the enemy warlord in one hit. So out comes the warlord, and with that psychic link he gets 57 damage added to his whatever 95 or so to give him a whole total of 152 psychic damage. That is tremendous. This guy is also quite strong, the Farseer, but yeah, the level 2 psychic link, pretty insane. So 292 psychic damage in one turn. That's with no charged up attack or anything. So yeah, Eldrad is pretty amazing at this level, and he seals the deal there with his attack. But yeah, that went quite well. It's nice when you're able to take out the enemy warlord in one hit, but that's not going to be happening every time. I think yeah, Eldrad, this deck is probably particularly strong against a mono attacker melee type deck, but against other ones, I just lost earlier to Canoness Viridian, who is able to get free attacks in every time you destroy one of their enemy units. So this is not an all-powerful deck. Still, it is fun with this guy at level 5. I just got lucky, managed to get quite a few copies of him, and was able to upgrade him to this level. I don't have too many legendaries at 5, but so that's this deck. Let me know if you've used this guy much, and if there is a different setup that you like to use with Eldrad. Let me know in the comments. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.